Klass. That was incredibly moving, that.
Yeah.
And you were obviously... Were you more moved than you thought you were going to be?
Well, I knew that just from, these travels that we've been on in the past, you know that it's going to be a difficult situation that you're walking into. But I didn't want to insult anybody by just coming along crying over their situation and in their eyes then just walking out the door back to my happy life, you know. But then...
What did? Because the State Children are very good at keeping their campaigns going. So
and
this is
rightly
additional
so.
push.
I mean, when you hear the statistics that 300 children die an hour because of malnutrition, I mean, this is 2012. How can this possibly be happening? And I think, you go over there as a mother, you look another mother in the eyes, and she just hands you her dying child. And they do become words because you become desensitized to it. We can say those words without, a lump in our throat. We can just say them. And then you hold a child and it's not statistics anymore, it's a dying child, and you just think in your own world you do anything you possibly could to save your own child. So it's just a genetic lottery that you're not sitting on the other side, if you like, sitting there in Bangladesh and hoping that the goodwill of others can help you. All
the details on the web difference.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people feel they can't. Look, economically these are tough times, we all accept that, but there's not children starving on the streets of Britain. And I know that people think, well, if you don't drink tea, and if you don't wear clothes, and if you don't see doctors, that their education has helped to benefit us, well, then I suppose it doesn't bother you, and it shouldn't. But I'm afraid that's everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody profits and benefits from what places like India and Bangladesh have helped to give us. And also, where's your humanity? These are dying children.
How back in terms of coming back to your own family? It must have heightened that in a way.
I'm like crazy mama anyway. I don't let go of my babies, but I feel very, very feed my children, and they don't even have breakfast, dinner or lunch. They have no understanding of that. It's just one meal a day, and when I say one meal, I mean it's like a handful of rice cooked in dirty water. The children are too weak to cry. And you just think, again, it's a genetic lottery. It could so easily just be one of us. And when I held the babies in the slums in Dhaka, and you just think that we actually can do something, it's not helpless. Every pound that... If everyone gave a pound, we'd have 60 million pounds. And that's just shaving a bit off your lunch or your coffee in the morning if you shop at the posh coffee houses. And that's achievable.
It must be difficult for you now to fit in. And is the juggling operation the hardest thing you have to do in life now?
Huge. And look, I'm not going to lie, it's hard to find the time, especially when it's not your own family, that you think, look, my family come first and my priority, but then this is very, very important, and it does affect my children, and we are all part of a global village. And I use the produce from these places. I know that I've got a voice that I can use to promote the plight that's going on over there. So again, it comes back down to a humanitarian aspect, and from one mother talking to another mother out there, if someone says to you, please help me, you will.
You want help.
They asked to see photos of my children, and at first I was like any proud mum, showing them, and by the end I couldn't even get them out of my pocket, because comparatively, my children just look like these little chubby cherubs who are twice as big. Deliver the babies. They look after the actual babies when the mums go to work. It'd be very, very...
It's you deeply, and I hope you're even...
So,
now come back and rest, all right?
I think if I rest, if I stop, I won't be able to get back up.
It's quite likely. Lots now.
I have.
Got Ava
Congratulations, Granddaddy.
Yes.
Hey.
It's lovely. No. Put it around to yourself, and I didn't intend to. Ladies and gentlemen, my thanks to Myleene Klass.